Are you sad because every time you go into the item shop to buy a super cool item like the sound sensor, you have no money? Well, look no further because I am going to show you the best way to make money in Phasmophobia as a beginner. But also, if you're going to buy the sound sensor, save your money and buy something better. I'll show you exactly what you need. The first thing that you're going to want to do is look at the daily and weekly tasks. Most of the time, the daily tasks are going to be pretty simple. Just like what we have today. Discover the ghost type, buy an item in the store, get ghost to walk through salt, get a $50 plus photo reward. Okay, actually, maybe this one might be kind of tough if you do have nothing, but don't worry, I'm still going to show you these are also possible. Looking at the weekly tasks, though, correctly find the ghost type, earn experience, survive hunts, and complete the challenge mode. Challenge mode may be a bit difficult for you. The other stuff you typically do as you play the game, which makes it a lot easier. Before jumping into a regular game, let's just talk about how the camera and photo system works. So each picture you take is going to be worth 1 to 3 stars, and that's going to depend on how close you are to the object. Ghost, there's a little bit more leeway on because it can be a bit difficult to get the ghost photo. But typically what you want to do is crouch and get right up close to an item on the ground that it might have interacted with. Or if you're going for fingerprint photos or door interaction photos, get right up on it. And I will show you how that works. All right, so we just heard a door interaction. So we're going to check it with the EMF reader. Now we want to get right up on it where the fingerprints would be, but you'll see just want to take a picture of that. And it will count as a 3-star interaction. Okay, so see, if we were to take a picture from like back here, it's 2-star interaction. And what else? Did you touch this again? But, okay, so then if you were to take it farther back away, that's still a 2-star interaction. It turned on the light, but I want to see. That gonna be 1 star? No, that's still a 2-star. So you see, you do have some leeway. You want to get 3 stars though, because here for interaction photos, 3-star interaction photos will give $5, 2-star interaction photos will give $2, and 1-star interaction photos will give $1. So again, you want to get up close to them. So for the bone, which this one is tricky because it's in the bathtub, but take a picture of it. 3-star bone photo is worth $10, 2-star is $5, and a 1-star photo is $2. We got a 3-star bone there. Then picking it up after you take the picture of it, because picking it up and taking the picture are both worth money. Now, stuff you also want to try for is a burned crucifix photo, because those are worth the same as bone photos. So $10 for 3-star photos instead of $5 for interactions like this one here. Okay, ghost photo, that's worth the most money if you can get it. Sometimes you cannot, like in that case, failed miserably. What we did, get a voodoo doll, because the voodoo doll is in the background there. But as you can see, that's based on distance. All right, so it just used a crucifix. Now, what you want to keep in mind is that you got to take 2 photos unless you wait a bit, because it's going to count as an interaction and a burned crucifix. Ideally, the burned crucifix should be first since it's worth more money, but I think it's just a bug right now as of recording this. But the burned crucifix worth $10. So if you happen to be near a ghost that is in like a bathroom or a kitchen, it can interact with the sink. Dirty water is also going to be worth the same as a burned crucifix and bone photo. So since we filled up on photos the last game, let me show you what getting a ghost photo is going to look like. But again, the priorities, ghost photo, bone, crucifix if you have it, dirty water if you can get it, and then all other interactions, fingerprints, cursed objects. That's going to be like the most efficient money-making way is going to be 4 crucifix photos, ghost photo, bone, and the rest with interactions, footsteps, whatever it is. As we hear the stuff going on, I think it's in here. Yes. So again, we're using our EMF reader to verify what it is. So it is worth a lot. Got an interaction. Okay. So that's a bug that I wanted to verify if it worked or not, because sometimes you can't really take a picture of the lamps. I don't know why. It is a partial bug. Wait a minute. Did you see that? Oh, let's get a picture of that. Okay, let's take a look-see here. Oh, like and subscribe. Well, you're 3 stars in my book if you do that. Let's see if we can get this ghost photo now. All right, we have the ghost. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So again, you do have more leeway with that. It's in a shade form, so it's a bit tougher. But 3-star ghost photo, that's worth the most money. That's the one you're going to want to shoot for early on, especially if you only have one photo camera. So now that you sort of have the basics of the photo kit down, oh my God, that scared me. Okay. Sometimes recording this gets scary. Still could scare me, especially when I'm not expecting it. All right. As I was saying, now that you sort of have the basics of the photo camera down and what you should take pictures of, let's look how we're going to put this together along with other things to make you the most money so you can buy those items that you want. Now, what we're going to do is keep track of our money. So let's go here into the item shop now. 83811. Ooh. One day you will be able to amass this ginormous number, but until that point, we're going to act like we're going to have zero. We're going to use only the starter items to start. So I didn't talk about this at the run that you're about to see, but I want to go ahead and hit on it first because it's one of the first things that you should do. So the first thing you do when you load into the game is look at the objectives. Now, if we're just using the starter items, may not be able to do a lot of these. Like this one is the motion sensor. Not gonna be able to do that. We don't have that. Cleanse the area near the ghost with a smudge stick. We don't have that. And have a member of your team witness the ghost event. That one is possible to do. You can also go into your journal and go to overview and see the optional objectives as well if you don't want to read it on the board, but keep these in mind because these are going to give you extra money. Now to start, we're going to start with one of my tricks I talked about in the previous video. That is open the door before you're ready to go in. I am playing on amateur, just the starter items, and we're going to go through this like we are a beginner player. I'm going to show you the best thing to do. So that's going to start activating the ghost in there. Start with the photo camera because you're going to be searching for the bone and searching for the cursed object. That's going to be simple. Now I'm going to start with a video camera and a UV light. Not a flashlight. You can start with flashlight. Really, the starter items don't matter. It's whatever your preference. I'm just going to use my video camera as my flashlight, and I'm going to look for ghost orbs because you can still see pretty good. Better take the keys just to be safe. We don't want to know an annoying car alarm going off on us. Now, we have a ghost event that might scare the bejesus out of you, but you take a picture of it. Why? Because that's a 3-star ghost photo. That is worth the most money, especially when we only have 5 pictures. I want what's worth the most money. That's going to be the ghost picture. Now, you may not be able to get the ghost picture, and that is fine. It may only be 2 stars, but even still, that is better. Are you in this room or are you in the living room? We found the bone. So we found the bone. Video camera, not best, but you want to try to find the bone. The bone spawns in every map. It's also worth good money to take the picture and pick it up. That's going to be worth extra. So I'm not sure what we have, but now that we have the ghost photo out the way, that's also why you want to take a video camera or a photo camera as well, to kind of always have one just in case the ghost does do a ghost event. You can take that picture and you're prepared. So I'm sure everybody's playing is like, no, where's my camera? I want to take the ghost picture, and then you're not prepared for it, and it can be annoying. This ghost is very active on us though, which is very interesting. Okay, it did just touch a door. It touched that one. Okay. So now we can also check for fingerprints. We do have fingerprints. Okay. Now, if the interaction is still going off, you can take the picture of it. So just check. So we got a 3-star fingerprints photo. The interaction was done. I think it might have been that one. It was still reading on. So we do have that, which fingerprints ghosts are good because that's pretty easy money early on, instead of having to wait for interaction photos. So again, we could take a picture of the tarot cards. We have room for one more picture. It can be whatever. Which door did it touch? We do have one on that door, and that's going to be our 5 pictures, basically. So again, to take the picture, you want to get up close to it. That's going to be the 3-star photo. So the closer that you are to it, you want to be up close to all these items, and that's how the star lengths are determined. Now, what you also want to look for, objectives for each map. Some are going to be worth it, some are going to be not. Capture photo of a ghost we're able to do. We can't detect a presence with the motion sensor or repel with the smudge stick with what we have. So, and you can go through here and be like, well, we're not going to have any of this. We should be able to get the ghost type. Only we're going to have a $50 reward based on what we got right now. Once I figure out what type the ghost is, I will come back, show you my reward, because we shouldn't have anything else. We are full on photos. We can't take any more photos. They're all 3-star. All we're looking for now is what the ghost could be. So the ghost was a banshee. So this is with finding the ghost type, 1 objective. We found the bone, not the investigation bonus, because we got the ghost right. ×1. Now we did a couple. What I will do just to make this a little bit more feasible, I did get the correct weekly find the correct ghost type. Let's just take off 100 of that. We have $135 to work with here. So now what we're going to do, come over here and let's buy some items, right? Buy some items. $135 is what we are going with. First, most important item you're going to want to buy the extra camera. So we have it. That's going to be 40 of the 135. You can take I also recommend a thermometer. It makes it easy to find the ghost room. Find where the location is. Gonna make it easier. I recommend those 2. I'm also gonna recommend salt. It's also part of our daily objective. And our daily is to buy 3 items. If we buy a smudge stick, buy a lighter, we're at 110 out of the 135. I think that's pretty good. You can do the strong flashlight, but that's gonna be too much and put us over budget. We can buy a candle, but really there's a candle in the house already. Sanity pill would be at 130. So let's say that this is going to be what we're going to buy. Photo cam, lighter, salt, sanity pills, smudge stick, thermometer. So we're at 130, and this is going to keep us safe, right? Smudge stick and lighter are super important for surviving a hunt. Sanity pills to keep your sanity up in case you think it's going to go down. Thermometer for finding the ghost room. Salt for getting extra pictures as well. And the photo camera to take more pictures because you can only take a maximum of 10. Each camera holds 5. You're definitely going to want that. I'm happy with that. Let's just go on to Willow and load in. So once again, I'll do this trick of opening up the door. It's going to start the ghost to be active inside of the house. And now we're going to go back inside. Let's look at what our objectives are here. So detect a ghost present with a motion sensor. We don't have that. Repel the ghost with a smudge while it's chasing someone and witness a ghost event. Now, this can be dangerous. Repelling the ghost with a smudge while it's chasing someone. We have a smudge. We can do it. But you also have to think for yourself as well, is the risk versus the reward. It's a $5 reward. Is that worth me possibly dying over and losing the $130 of items that I have only to make an extra $5? And you're going to get some money back for insurance for playing on amateur, but just keep that in mind. It's kind of up to you and whatever you decide. Again, we're focused on making money. So we heard the ghost touch a door. Do we have fingerprints anywhere? Not sure which door it touched. It could have been the one up there. It's not that one. I don't have my EMF reader. Okay, it is right here, and we do have that. Do we still have the interaction? We do. So now we can take 2 photos of that. We got interaction and we got fingerprints. So the ghost is likely to be in here. Do we have orbs? We do. See, this is how quickly it can go. We're dealing with the same one, orbs and fingerprints. Also, a neat little trick for you all. You'd still have candles in the house. This can be used as a candle to preserve sanity, but also to get the ghost to blow out a candle objective. It's in a lot of houses, so that's why you also don't have to buy the candle. We go downstairs, and we do still have to try to search for the bone. You really do want to sort of find the bone. So it did throw some tools, but we don't quite have that right now. I'm going to just stick that there. You really do want to try to find and collect the bone, but if it's taking too long, I wouldn't stress about it. Again, if you're just trying to make some extra money, figuring it out, be the one. So we take the picture of the cursed object, again, getting close to it because that's going to be worth the most money. So I'm blind. The bone is right here. So we found the bone. I picked up our extra camera and I also brought salt and spirit box. We can try to use the footstep pics to fill out the rest of our camera more quickly. Thinking it's going to be a Hantu, but since it stepped in that, now we can also look and see. This ghost went. It's just super hard to see. It's probably going to go away. Yeah, it did. Okay. So again, you can take the pictures of the footprints and the salt. Now you can just wait and listen and see, is it going to do anything? We can see what photos we got. We can take four more photos. One of them being this salt pic. Hopefully, if we get this footprint, we can get the other footstep pics that happen. There we go. That is a lot of footsteps. Okay, so
that a ghost event, or did it just turn off the light? I think it just turned off the light. So we have that. I'm safe to assume that it's going to be a Hantu. So let's just see with what we got. I wonder, was that last picture a 2-star photo, or was it 3? It was 3. Okay, so we got all the footstep photos. And this is going to be another thing. If we get this right, which hopefully we do, I'm pretty sure it's a Hantu. Probably goes with the smudge while it's chasing someone. Because, like, we can do that objective, right? Hide and seek. And you can get extra rewards for that. But really, you can loop a Hantu. So, yeah. Yep. That is a Hantu. That's what happens whenever you smudge. In case you were ever curious. But we did successfully repel the ghost. But that's the good thing with the Hantu, is that you can just, you know, loop it rather easily. And you're done. Was a Hantu, so now you could use that money, and we're gonna get some more, and you can just keep on adding to it, right? Like, we got a couple of them here, so we're now at $180 on top of the items that we just bought, and you can buy some more things, and you're just gonna sort of keep that up. So the whole idea is to complete objectives as you can, but really just take pictures. And really get hacked to take pictures to earn more money, buy more salt, use the footprints as the photos instead of waiting on interactions and whatnot. Use the UV light, look at the footprints, and you're going to increase your money that way. Completing the daily objectives will also get it. You're going to build up fast. Now, this does rely on being able to find and identify the ghost, and if you are struggling with that, click or tap the screen right now as I give you some great tips. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting.